Okay guys, so I'm in the machine and you see where it's got the right up here, so you click on that and it'll tell you what you got to do. And I've showed you guys some of this before. There's a few things I have not done. The fuel filter cartridge, I'm past due, so I need to, and I got it right over here on the table. So what else I got? Hydraulic return filter, okay. So the hydraulic breather filter and the hydraulic oil filter, and then that's it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I really need to. Where's my phone at? Of course, my phone's over there. So let's go to the app on my phone, and we'll figure out. Let's go on the center of the machine up here where we can get all around it. One cool feature about this machine that I didn't know until, well, I've known it for a while now, but I didn't notice it at first. But look, is whenever you're traveling, you can always pull this down and see the rear behind you, whether you're going forward or backwards. Now, it automatically does it when you pull back on the back lever, you're going backwards. But you can pull this down, and now you can go forward and see everything and backwards. It's really good, like if you're on the roadside or something, and you're having to travel down, travel for a second, like when I'm going to a job in my neighborhood that, yeah. So we're gonna go through this skid today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grease everything. I keep it pretty greased though, pretty good. But yeah. Okay, y'all. So the first order of business is to change the fuel filter. I don't normally really like fooling with the filters on the fuel because, well, I've got nightmares of it not starting back. And in older machines, that was a lot more likely to happen. But in the newer machines, it's not as bad. I think you can still run into some of that. So they're not telling me to fill this up. This is the filter right here. And they're not telling me here to fill it up with fuel, but I'm probably going to fill it up with some fuel anyway. Put some fuel in it. Because what you don't want is to get a bunch of air in the fuel lines and then it not start. I've ruined batteries because of that. So, but I would like to think that I have evolved in this kind of thing too. And this is a maintenance thing. And like I was saying on the, let me put this down just a little bit where y'all can see. So it's basically real easy. You pull that off, throw a bunch of rags down here, pull that off. And it tells you, look.
Set a rag under the fuel filter and remove the fuel filter using a filter wrench.
And so then you go to the next page.
Rub a film of clean new fuel on the rubber seal of the new filter.
I mean, how much simpler does it get?
Quickly tighten the fuel filter until it contacts the mounting surface. Then tighten the filter by hand.
Yeah, now, why did they say quickly? Because they don't want a lot of air to get in there. That's why. So that's what I'm going to do, y'all. And then it tells you to, close the door. And then, so after that, you close the rear door, right? And
press the start switch and the fuel system will automatically be purged of air within 1 minute. If air bleeding was not complete, the engine may stall after starting. If engine stalling should occur, press the start switch again and wait for 1 minute. Start the engine and let idle for a few minutes.
See? I mean, is it getting any easier than that, y'all? So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know that I'm probably going to speed it up because well, it's kind of boring because I haven't done this before here on this. I've changed many filters out, but I have never changed this one. And of course, you can always go back with Kubota filters. You know, I guess you have to. I don't know. And this is whatever that filter number that is. So from this point on, I'm going to be speeding it up. I don't know if I'm going to, and when I talk and speeding it up, it doesn't work right. So I also have 5 gallons of diesel. So we're going to put diesel in that. So either way, all right, y'all. So I did fill it up about 3/4 of the way with diesel. Because once I unseal it here, they're saying do it quickly. So I want to have everything ready, right? So obviously they're saying, you know, put fresh diesel on the gasket here, which you know I would have done that whether they said that or not. I think I'm gonna fill the filter on up. It's not full all the way yet, so yeah. And I don't know if that hurts it or what, but I don't want to have a hard time getting it started back, man. Just a fear I have, and I know there's a lot of. They say that it doesn't do that, but I'm just used to filling up a diesel filter. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little old school or whatever, and I don't think it's going to hurt nothing for sure. So we got this on here, and we got it turning. I just don't want to break nothing. This is the first time I've done this, so, and they got it on here tight, so I'm going to remember that, all right? Now these paper towels that I got 4 boxes of these out of an empty storage unit. That's I cut a lock off of a unit up there, and they paid me, and they said that when I opened the door up, they said I could have whatever I wanted in there, but everything in there was getting thrown out. So they had like 4 6-pack boxes, rolls of these right here, and I'm like, damn, man, $100 worth of freaking paper towels. So I'm not sparing with them, saying it cost me nothing. So, okay. And you can see it's full of fuel too, and here we go. You want to make sure you don't cross thread this, whatever you do, if you can see me. I don't know if you can see me or not. Kind of hard to cross thread it. Now, if I were on a job somewhere out in the woods and trying to do this, or I didn't have a good clean shop to do things in, then it'd probably be different. So now I know to put this back on backwards. I don't know if that's going to stay on there or not. It don't look like it, but okay. So that's one thing done. We can check that off take that off the maintenance schedule inside the cab, And now on to the next thing. I'm not sure what that is. I gotta look. Well, let's make sure it starts first. Yeah, because it might, you never know, man. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna lift the cab up. That's how you get to the filter. And it's a 15/16 socket, nut socket, whatever you want to call it, for right here. And this is the only second time I've ever lifted this, so it may be pretty good. All right. And that's all you got to do to be able to lift the cab. Now, I don't remember how heavy it is or whatever. I've only lifted it one time, just to kind of look at everything under there. But we got this locking mechanism over here that will lock. Let me put some gloves on. It says use 2 people. Yeah. Okay, y'all. So they say use 2 people to pick this thing up. I tried to pick it up, and if I really heaved and hoed, I probably could get it up, but I ain't trying to be heaving and hoeing. So what I did is I got me a contraption, just a rope, going up around the little rafter there. It's not enough weight to do anything to that up there. So I'm probably just gonna back my truck up, man, because the mowers, if I put the mowers out, or one of the mowers out here, man, it's gonna be nasty as hell. So let me just back my truck up. Y'all see I got, and I don't know if it's gonna work or not, man. I picked it up, but I couldn't get it all the way up. And I don't really like using my truck for stuff like this because the truck will pull the whole damn building down. But you see how I pulled a little bit in front, so as it goes up, the cab's gonna go, it goes back too. So we're gonna see, I don't know, man. I had to pry it up a little bit so I could get the hooks under it. Yeah, so we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. That's all I can say. Y'all know how I do it, man. Come on. Okay, note to self, man. Don't do this where, I can't hardly wash this inside out. I got my vacuum, but I'm gonna go and change that filter out back there. Y'all see it up there in the rear. I don't know, it shouldn't be under pressure. First time I've ever done it, so I don't really know. Yeah. But know that I'll have everything it takes to clean up. I'm gonna go on and write on this filter. What is it, the 11th? May the 11th? Yeah. It'd be nice if you had a little bucket or something in here, man, to down. If you could lift the arms up, you could freaking reach this from the side. Okay. So everything's locked in where it can't fall on me. Yeah, and all that, man. So this is the filter I'm replacing right here. And we're gonna try to do it without making a mess and without tearing anything up. I get real funny when these machines, when when I'm doing things for the first time, because there's so many things that you could just pull something loose and you wouldn't even know it. So wow, wow, wow. So